formulas of activity ratio. What beta? All formulas of activity ratio I will discuss first, right?
Okay, sir.
I will discuss how formulas are derived, okay? Like in liquidity ratio, I had discussed about every formula, how formulas are derived. In same way, I will discuss about activity ratio, right? Okay. No, debt equity we have to discuss now. So, okay, solvency ratio, not activity ratio. Okay, beta? Listen. Beta, solvency ratio. So, first first type of ratio, which is current ratio and quick ratio, that we had discussed, that was called as liquidity ratio. Which ratio, beta? Hello? Which ratio? Liquidity ratio. And now we are going to discuss solvency ratio. So firstly, we have to understand what is exact meaning of solvency ratio. So beta, do you know about balance sheet? Do you know about balance sheet? So beta, in balance sheet, as we all are knowing, that there are two sides. One is asset side and another is liability side, right? Okay. So tell me, in liquidity ratio, which items we had studied under liquidity ratio? Yes, beta. Tell me. Hello. You all are getting my voice or not? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Jayashri. Mukesh.
Yes.
Please tell me, under liquidity ratio, we had discussed about what? We had discussed about current liability and current asset, right? Under liquidity ratio, we had, tell me, had we discussed about current asset or current liability or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, na? Huh? Okay.
Yes.
Where are you, Karthik? You are not in class. अच्छा, okay. Okay. क्या हो गया बताओ? Okay. Do it. Okay, beta. So current asset and current liability. After current asset and current liabilities, we are going to solvency ratio. Under solvency ratio, we are talking about, listen beta, under solvency ratio, we are talking about non-current liability. What beta? Non-current liability. Non-current liability means long-term debt. What beta? Non-current liability means long-term debt. So first thing about which we are studying, that is non-current liability. Another is shareholder fund. What beta? Which is also called equity, right beta? Okay. And which is also called capital. Right, Mukesh? Yesterday we had discussed about these three headings or not? That, sorry, wait a minute. I had written here wrong heading. This side is liability side. And this side is asset side, right? So in liability side, yesterday I had discussed about these three headings or not? Shareholder fund, non-current liability and current liability. Please tell me. Hello? Mukesh?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday we had discussed about this or not?
Yes,
Why
sir.
you all are not responding? Jayashri beta, Shambhavi. Beta, please reply to me, otherwise this class will dead. Okay. Again, I'm starting this discussion. Listen my points and reply. Okay. You all are getting? Hello.
Yes,
So
sir.
please listen and be part of discussion. Beta, it is our balance sheet. I had taught or not? So in balance sheet, this the first side, it is a liability side, right? And this side is asset side, right? So in liability side, there are three headings. One is shareholder fund, second is non-current liability, and third one is current liability, right? In asset side, how many items are beta?
3.
How which are they?
Non-current
Non-current assets,
investment,
investments,
current
and
asset.
current asset. So in liquidity ratio means current ratio and quick ratio. Had we discussed about this or not? Current asset or current liability,
Yes, sir.
right? Okay. Then here there will be total of asset side and liability side. I'm right or wrong? Right?
Yes, sir.
So here there will be total asset and total liability. So when we are talking about solvency ratio, then we are going to study about what? About shareholder fund. Wait a minute. About shareholder fund, non-current liability, and total asset. What beta? About how many items? Shareholder fund, non-current liability, and total asset. Right?
Insolvency ratio, sir.
Yes, insolvency ratio, our total discussion will be dependent on three items. What are they? First is shareholder fund, right? Second is non-current liabilities. Non-current liabilities means long-term debt. What beta? Long-term debt. You have to understand under total debt, there will be non-current liability as well as current liabilities. Okay. So if we want to calculate non-current liability or long-term debt or debt, so what we will do? From total liability, we have to deduct current liability, right? So we will get our non-current liability, or we can say debt, right? So in solvency ratio, this non-current liability is also known as debt. You will find in your question. So here debt means we are talking about non-current liability, and third one is total asset, right? So entire solvency ratio is dependent on how many items? Three items. One is shareholder fund. Second one is non-current liability. And third one is total asset. Now tell me, in this world, any loan is without interest? So where there is a loan, there is interest, right? Right, beta? So tell me in solvency ratio, how many items we have to keep in our brain? First is shareholder fund, second is non-current liability, and third one is total asset. Any problem, beta? Jayashri, any problem? Jayashri, beta, any problem?
No, sir.
Okay, Mukesh Babu, any problem?
No, sir. No, sir.
Shambhavi Babu, any problem? Arvind Babu, any problem? Karthik, any problem, beta? Karthik, any problem? Today, Karthik is facing many problems, so he is not replying. So, beta, under solvency ratio, first ratio is debt to equity. First ratio is debt to equity. Debt to equity. So, tell me which item is written first and which item is written last. Yes, beta.
Shareholders fund is first.
Which item is written first?
Oh, in the debt equity ratio, sir.
Debt equity ratio. Which item is written first?
Debt.
Debt.
Debt,
So
sir.
formula will be debt divided by equity, right?
Okay, sir.
So here debt means
Long term.
debt means long term debt. Any problem? Please let me know if there is any problem. Beta, whenever we are talking about means we are talking about, whenever we are talking about debt means we are talking about long term debts, right beta? Any question?
No, sir.
No. Second one is total asset to debt.
Sir, equity means
Shareholder fund, capital. I have written earlier, na?
okay.
Second formula is total asset to debt. So tell me which item is coming first and which item is coming last.
Total assets coming first, sir.
So whatever is coming first, that will come first. So total assets divided by debt. Here debt means current liability or non-current liability or total liability.
non-current liability.
Non-current liability, right? Any problem? Any problem? I think there is not any problem.
Sir,
Anji?
total asset means current asset, non-current asset, sir.
Total asset means current asset plus non-current asset, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Karthik, what happened? सिस्टम की प्रॉब्लम है तो मोबाइल पे ज्वाइन कर लो ना, मोबाइल से ज्वाइन करो. ओके ओके. थर्ड वन इज proprietary ratio. Now tell me, out of these three items, which items are presenting proprietor or owned by
Shareholder
proprietor?
fund.
Yes, shareholder fund. And
Sir, what is meant by proprietor, sir?
proprietary ratio means proprietor. Proprietor means owner. So now tell me which one is belongs to proprietor and which item is owned by proprietor. Debts are owned by
Asset.
proprietor? No, not at all. Debts are not owned by proprietor. Okay.
Shareholder fund.
Shareholder fund and total asset, right? So proprietary ratio will be shareholder fund
By total
divided
assets.
by total assets. Any problem? Any problem, beta? Hello? Proprietary ratio means shareholder fund divided by total asset. Jayashri, beta, any problem? No, right?
Sir.
Any problem?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Now fourth item, that is called interest coverage ratio. Kya beta?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, total assets means what will come, sir?
Total asset means non-current asset plus investment plus current asset. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Means total side of asset side is known as total asset. Okay. Interest coverage ratio. So interest coverage ratio means EBIT. What beta? EBIT means interest earning before interest and tax, right? EBIT means here I'm writing EBIT. EBIT means earning
Interest before
earning
earning.
before interest and tax, right beta? EBIT means Earning before interest and tax.
Sir,
Earning
EBIT
and
is to find which one to
I will
choose.
teach how we will find EBIT, right?
Okay,
I
sir.
will teach. I will discuss. Firstly, you must aware with these words, right? EBIT and all items which I'm teaching right now or which I'm discussing right now. Okay. So firstly, you have to understand interest coverage ratio. So in interest coverage ratio, our first item which we are using, that is EBIT. What beta? EBIT. So EBIT divided by interest. Right? Okay, beta ji. So interest coverage ratio means EBIT divided by interest. Right? So tell me in solvency ratio, how many formulas are there?
For
4. First is
debt to equity.
debt
Total asset
equity. So debt equity means debt divided by
equity
equity. Second,
to debt.
total asset to debt. So total asset to debt means total asset divided by debts. Proprietary ratio means shareholder fund divided by total asset. Interest coverage ratio means EBIT divided by interest. Now listen to me, please. You all please listen. If here we are talking about these 4 ratios, so first 2 ratio, if I'm many times, whenever I'm asking to my student that please tell me formula of debt equity ratio. So they are saying, sir, we haven't revised it. Tell me, there is need of revision? There is need of any revision? No.
No, sir.
Because it's written here, debt to equity means debt divided by equity, right?
Yes, sir.
Total asset to debt means total asset divided by debt, right? Proprietary
Yes.
ratio means shareholder fund divided by total asset, right? Right, Jayashri beta? And interest coverage ratio means EBIT divided by interest, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
now in second installment of our discussion, I am going to discuss with you all EBIT. What beta? EBIT. Listen. Yes. So here sales beta, right? Sales minus direct expenditure. I'm talking about trading here, right? Where do we write direct expenditure in trading account na? So sales minus direct expenditure equals to gross profit, right? Anji beta. Then from gross profit, when we are deducting indirect expenditure, what beta? We are getting net profit. Indirect expenditure means we are talking about profit and loss account. Okay. So what we are getting? Profit, net profit means that is EBIT. What beta? Earning before interest and tax. So tell me, in when we are writing EBIT, so tell me, interest is coming first or tax is coming first? Yes. Which word is coming first? Interest or tax?
Interest.
Interest. So here we will deduct interest. So whenever we will deduct interest, so what we will get? We will get EBT. EBT means earning before tax. And when we are deducting tax, we are getting EAT. EAT means earning after tax. Right, beta? Hello? Means from EBIT, when we are deducting interest, we are getting EBT. And when from EBT, we are deducting tax, we are getting EAT. Right, beta? Now tell me, if in our question, EAT is given, what given, beta? EAT is given, tax is given, and interest is given. Then how you will find out your EBIT? Tell me. How you will find out your EBIT? Yes. If from EBIT to EAT, you are deducting these 2 items. So when we will go from EAT to EBIT, what we will do? We will add these 2 items, right, beta?
Yes, sir.
Right? So your question
Sir,
will not come from sales to EBIT. Your question will go from EAT to EBIT, right? Here EAT means earning after tax. Sometime we are writing it as PAT. What beta? So what is meaning of PAT? Profit after tax. So earning or profit is two different thing or same thing? Please tell me. Earning or profit same thing or different thing? Same thing, na? So whether you write PAT or whether you write EAT, both are equal. Any problem? Arvind Babu, any problem beta? Arvind, any problem?
No, sir.
Any doubt? So this is all discussion about solvency ratio. So tell me, please answer Jayashri beta, in solvency ratio, how many items we are taking into consideration? Jayashri. Jayashri beta, how many items we are taking into consideration? You all are here listening to me or not? Jayashri Babu. Oh my God. Okay, Arvind, can you answer this question?
What, sir?
What is in solvency ratio, how many items we are taking into consideration? 3. Shareholder fund, non-current liability, and total asset. Right? So, Mukesh, what is formula of debt to equity ratio?
Debt divided by
Equity, right? Jayashri beta, what will be formula of total asset to debt?
Total asset by debt.
Okay. Arvind, what will be formula for proprietary ratio?
Shareholders fund by total assets.
Okay. Shambhi, what will be formula for EBI, interest coverage ratio? Shambhi, what will be formula for interest coverage ratio? I think there is network problem. Arvind, what will be formula for interest coverage ratio?
Earning before interest and tax by interest, sir.
Okay. So tell me, if in your question profit, Jayashri beta, if your question PAT is given and you have to reach to EBIT, how you will reach? Jayashri, how you will reach? God. Jayashri beta, how you will reach?
Sir, actually, I'm having network issue. I'm not getting you.
Okay, no issue. But Arvind, if I want to reach from PAT to EBIT, so how will reach to from PAT to EBIT? Arvind,
Sir,
if I want to reach from PAT means profit after tax to EBIT, so how I will reach? If I want to reach to EBIT and
Yes,
in
sir.
my question PAT is given, so how I will reach? By adding tax and
Extraordinary items.
interest, not extraordinary item. Tax and
Interest.
interest. I think in these days cash flow is going on in your school, right?
Yes, sir. Accountancy exam was going on, sir. Division.
Okay. So EBIT equals to PAT plus tax plus interest equals to EBIT. So I think discussion is over. Hanji. Okay. Conceptual discussion is over. Please take a screenshot. I'm directly going to questions. Okay. Any problem? Or you
no,
all
sir.
want a oral test on these formulas?
No.
No. Okay. So directly I'm coming to my screen. Wait a minute. I think no. Questions are here only. We have to discuss from question number 35, right now? After 35, you all have sent me? Yes. So see, this question I can solve here only. And you all also can solve. Please tell me how we will solve. So what is given in this question? See once, Mukesh Babu. What is given in this question? Total asset is given. Hanji,
Yes, sir.
total asset is given. What is total assets value?
2,60,000.
2,60,000. Next, a current liability is given. That is 20,000. Calculate debt equity ratio. So for debt and total debts are also given, right? Total debt value is 1,80,000. Right, beta? Huh? So what we have to find out?
Debt equity.
equity. Huh. So for debt equity ratio, what is your formula?
Debt divided by equity.
Okay. Debt divided by equity. Okay, ji. Now please tell me debt divided by equity is your formula. So first thing which you have to find out, that is debt, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, debt
Total-
means long-term debt or current liabilities or total debt?
Sir, total debt minus current liability we can
Yes.
find.
Yes. So total debt is 1,80,000. First time are you solving these questions?
Sir, no, sir.
You had solved earlier.
Yeah, sir, but I have no clarity on the formulas and on the steps.
Now are you clear or not?
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so it is now 1,60,000. Any problem?
No, sir.
Okay. Then you have to understand, for debt divided by equity, two things are there. This is balance sheet. You have total asset, right, beta? 2,60,000. Huh? Try to understand. Beta, try to understand. Total asset is equals to total liability or not? Yesterday I had discussed or not this point? Yes, beta. Now we have total debt. What, beta? Total debt. So total debt means current liability plus non-current liability, right? Total debt means what? Anyone can answer to me? Yes, beta, please answer. Total debt means what? Non-current liability plus current liability. So what is value of your total debt, which is already given you in question? 180. So now tell me, what will be your shareholder fund? What will be your shareholder fund? Balance it. Please balance it. It will be 80,000, right? Right? You all are getting or not? If not getting, I will discuss once again.
Sir, once again.
Okay. Let me ask to all. Jayashri, Mukesh, Shambhavi, Arvind. Arvind, are you getting it?
Sir,
Are you getting it or not?
yes, sir.
Jayashri, are you getting it or not? I think I'm not. No, sir, once again. My voice is breaking. Okay, listen. This is your balance sheet.
Sir, I have find debt, sir. How equity?
I'm finding, na? Debt I had already discussed, na? Again, I'm doing it. This is my balance sheet. Beta, tell me in balance sheet liability side, how many headings are there?
3.
3. Okay. What are they? Current liability, non-current liability, right?
Shareholders.
And shareholder fund. This shareholder fund is your equity or capital. Okay, beta? This is your equity or capital. Now, please tell me. And what else given? Here given total asset, right? Value of total asset is 2,60,000. Any problem? And here also 2,60,000. Okay. Do you know this or not? Total asset equals to total liability. Do you know this or not? I had discussed multiple times from yesterday, right?
Yes.
Now tell me, out of this total liability, your current liability is 20,000. Agreed? Non-current liability, right now you had find out, na, debt equals to 1,60,000. So tell me, what will be your shareholder fund? Balancing figure? Tell me what will be your balancing figure? Yes.
One
It will
lakh
be
60,000.
but 80,000 by
Yes, sir. 80,000. Sorry.
160 plus 20, 180. So 260 minus 180 will be 80,000 or
Yes,
not?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir. Got
So
it.
now we have long-term debt with us, right? That is 1,60,000. I'm right. Arvind, are you getting? Shareholder fund we have. So now put it on formula. I'm putting here as
2:1.
debt to equity ratio equals to debt divided by equity. So your debt is 1,60,000, right? Your equity is 80,000. Okay. So it will be 2:1.
1.
Yes,
Got it, sir.
got it. Jayashri, any problem? Jayashri, beta, any problem? Arvind, any problem? Shambhavi, any problem?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm going towards next questions, but before that, I will clear my drawing. I will take pen. I will come on next page and then I will download it. Come to question number 2036. But the idea of balance sheet is required. What is required? Idea of balance sheet is required because that will give you capacity to draw formula. What beta? To find out missing items of balance sheet. So calculate debt equity ratio. We have to find out debt equity ratio. So here debt equity ratio means debt divided by equity, right beta? Hanji. So your equity capital is given 5 lakh. General reserve is given 90,000. Accumulated profit is given 50,000. And 10% debenture is given. Current liability is given. C, entire liability side is given. What beta? Come in balance sheet. May I draw balance sheet beta?
Yes, sir.
Without balance sheet, don't think to solve questions because you will not get many answers. Huh? But once when you will draw your balance sheet, you will get every answer. Whatever doubt you have, that can only solve through understanding of balance sheet. See here, beta. First item in at liability side is beta.
Shareholders fund.
First heading is Shareholder fund. Shareholder fund contains 3 items. How many items?
3.
First is equity share. What beta? Second is preference share, capital. And third is reserve and surplus. Okay. So see here, a equity share is given 5 lakh, right? Right, beta? And general reserve and accumulated profit both are part of reserve and surplus. What I said? What I said, beta? General reserve and accumulated profit both are part of reserve and surplus. So tell me, what will be total value of reserve and surplus? It will be 1,40,000 beta.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Out of that, general reserve was 90,000 and accumulated profit was 50,000. If any doubt, discuss with me. Right? Now 10% debenture. So 10% debenture is non-current liability. What beta? Because debentures are long-term borrowings, right? So it will come under non-current liability. That is 10% debenture. You all are getting or not?
Yes,
It is
sir.
1,30,000.
Sir, what is here 10%, sir? It is an interest
It is
or...
name of debenture. Yes, beta. Ask. Jayashri, ask your doubt. Jayashri, beta, ask your doubt. Arvind, do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Then there is current liability. So under current liability is given 1 lakh. So tell me, if all data of these 3 heads are given, so that will be total liability or not?
Yes, sir.
So what will be total liability? Add all.
8,70,000.
And total liability equals to total asset or not?
Yes, sir.
That will be also
8,70,000.
Yeah. So now tell me, do you have your debt value or not? And do you have your total asset or not? So here,
Yes.
yes. So your debt value is 1,30,000. And your total asset is 8,70,000. So tell me, put it in formula. So debt equity ratio equals to 1,30,000. Right, beta? Divided by 8,70,000. Divide it.
Sir, equity total assets, sir. Sir,
Sir,
equity.
shareholders fund will come, sir.
Sir, you
Shareholder
wrote wrong.
fund, no, yes. You are right, dear. Here we are finding debt equity, na? Oh, why we are finding total asset? Yes, you are
sir.
right, dear. Why we are finding total asset? Shareholder fund is here and debt is here, right?
Yes,
Total
sir,
asset to debt is find out, that if we have to find then it's required. Otherwise, both items are here. We have
Sir,
to
1,30,000 divided by 6,40,000.
Yes, 1,30,000 divided by 6,40,000. I was thinking that I am solving debt total asset to debt. So yes, in this question we can find out total asset to debt. Please find out. it will come 0.203 is to 1, right, beta? In this question, if your question is asking to find out, this is not asked in this question, but I'm giving you all, find out total asset to debt. How you will find out?
Sir, total asset divided by debt. So
Debt.
8,70,000 divided by 1,30,000.
Very good. 8,70,000.
So total liability is equal to total asset means, so total liability will comes under the total asset.
Right.
So if you
So,
change it
so
means it will be.
yes. Now are you able to understand why yesterday I had taught you all balance sheet and started discussion on that?
Yes, sir.
Done?
Done, sir.
Okay. Come to question number 37. I'm clearing it, huh? May I clear all drawings? I'm not taking a screenshot and all. I'm clearing
Okay, sir.
it. I'm going to solve question number 37. Total number of questions are 150, na? Till Diwali, my target is to finish ratio analysis, right?
Sir, Diwali is on the way, sir. You are saying 150 sums. How?
We will solve, no issue. Just stick to class, come on regular basis, I will solve. See here,
Okay, sir.
beta. We have to find out debt equity. So for debt equity ratio, it's debt divided by equity, right? As I had already taught you all, equity means equity share, right, beta? Plus reserve and plus preference share. I had taught during previous question or not? Journal reserve and profit and loss. I had taught na. So add these all four, that will be equity, right? So what will be total of your equity?
1,000.
2 lakh, right? Plus 1 lakh plus 90,000, right, G? Plus 40,000. So what will come total output? 2 lakh, 1, 3 lakh. Huh?
4 lakh 13,000. 30,000.
30,000. Right.
Sir, debt will be 1,50,000. So 1,50,000 divided by 4
Yes,
lakh.
debtors are given. There is no need for current liability, right? And debt is already given. That is 10% debenture, 1,50,000. So as we have our value, both value. So debt is 150 divided by 4,30,000. Please divide it and see what
0.3438837209.
you will write. Equals to 0.35. 346 is there?
Sir, after the point, two digit enough, no, sir?
Yes. Done?
Done,
Come
sir.
to question number 8. May I clear it? May I clear it, beta?
Yes, sir.
May I clear it? Arvind?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jayashri, may I clear it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Question number 38. Beta, please discuss question with me. Huh? Whatever I am discussing, please be part of discussion. Question number 38. Capital employed means, beta, Yesterday I had taught you all.
Total
Total
assets
asset
minus
minus current
minus
liability.
current.
Means a shareholder fund plus non-current liability, right?
Shareholders
Hmm?
fund. Yes, sir.
Capital shareholder fund plus
Plus
non-current liability or total asset minus current liability, right?
yes, sir.
Yesterday I had discussed it or not? I had already discussed it. Okay. So your capital employed is 8 lakh. It's given here shareholder fund. Which formula will be applicable? First or second? It is first. It is second. Tell me. First, right? Shareholder fund is 2 lakh.
Sir, 8 lakh minus 2 lakh, you will get non-current liability.
Then non-current liability will be 6 lakh, right? Means 8 lakh minus 2 lakh. I think there is not any doubt. It's very easy, right? As you all are understanding balance sheet, it means you are understanding this question, right? So now we having debt that is 6 lakh, right, beta? And equity we have already, right? This is your debt, right, beta? And this is your equity. Please put and find out your debt equity ratio as debt to equity ratio equals to
3:1.
debt divided by equity. So your debt is 6 lakh, right, beta? Equity is 2 lakh. So it will be 3:1. Done. Now see, as you all are getting the structure of balance sheet, so now things are getting easy, right? So whatever I am teaching,
Yes, sir.
please follow as it is. It will give you all a super boost. And if you all will not follow, then what I can do? Tell me. Neither it will help me out, nor you all. So be follower of mine. It will help you all out. I'm not any Baba. Okay. So beta, please, it's solved. Any problem? You all getting it? Question number 38.
Yes, sir.
39, I'm giving it as an homework because I had already taught this kind of question. I think you all can do it. Question number 40, you haven't sent me. So now I'm going to end this class. Right, beta?
Sir, sent already, sir.
No.
We can do tomorrow, sir.
We will do tomorrow, okay? So tomorrow I will conduct economics as well as accounting class. Thank you very much. See you all tomorrow, right?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm ending this class.